My name is Rhapsody. Welcome back to Darkest Dungeon, specifically the Darkest Rhapsody estate thereof. Look, we need to talk for a little moment about Roadblock. Roadblock, or even Gridlock, if you'd like to call it that. We have very few people in the lower levels. So we've got, the 8 that we've got in the Apprentice, and then we've got another 8 in Veteran. And we remember that our card is like 24 large or 26 large or something like that. So I've got way too many people in 5. Now, I do have the option here to just remove some of them, just like straight up kiss them goodbye. But while I have the ability to generate functional parties in the lower levels, I'm still gonna kind of delay it, right? So that I can try and get the heirlooms that will allow me to upgrade the armory and the guild to a level where I feel comfortable taking these higher level characters out on missions, in particular taking them out to the Darkest Dungeon. I could level them all to 6 before I take them out there, but I could also just not do that. It wouldn't be extraordinarily detrimental to me. I miss out on 10% on my different resolves, but that's about it. But I really want to get some people through the Darkest Dungeon so that I can free up some of the space so that I can alleviate this roadblock, this gridlock, this third list element. All right, so I have chosen a party. Oh, by the way, another reason for that is because the midline has exactly 1 healer, right? We've got Burgette. 1 more mission and Burgette moves into Veteran. And then my next healer is non-existent. I don't have one. You can see the problem we're finding now, right? Now, this was pretty much guaranteed to happen. I think we've done relatively well to have this many different heroes upgraded. Obviously, there's very little diversity. I would be fine, like dropping Godard. Actually, I probably wouldn't even feel too bad about that. But the fact that they have Eldritch Slayer makes me feel a little bit better about their existence. Risk Taker and Cedar Mania would both have to be treated. So I don't want to spend a bunch of gold treating my higher level people for the later missions on which they'll go yet. I still want to try and stack some heirlooms before I start committing to that, which might be a mistake on my part. I'll try and reevaluate that over time, but I don't think I'm going to lock anyone away before we leave here. In particular, I don't think I'm going to lock them away for quirk removal, but there's a couple diseases that we've got. We've got Belay here with rabies. We've got Burgette has spotted fever. I mean, I'm not taking you out, so I may as well. Bouchard has spasm of the entrail, sure. Yeah, and that's it, total. Cool. Wee bit more money than I wanted to spend, but it's fine. Don't care about the Suffering Collar. Definitely don't care about the sharp, whatever the hell that thing was called. Sharpening sheath. There it is. The word was on the tip of my tongue. Still had to check for it. All right, one other thing is I brought home more shards recently, so let's have another quick look to see if there's anything that I want to purchase in here. No, we've still only got up until Smoking Skull. All right, cool. Not bad, not bad, not bad. So I've got a frontliner in Laws. I've got Ganon in the second line as my stunner. I've got Conta as kind of like backup damage as well as stress heal. And then I've got Paeus as heal by removing Blight and Bleed, and heal as well as long range stun. The Cove is one of the best areas to level up a Plague Doctor as well. And they are potent as hell here. Got pretty much the right trinkets on everyone, as well as... yeah, the right nighttime events. Now, one of the things that I built into this party, in particular, is the 2 damage dealers both have crit trinkets, and also Laws has the self-absolution stress heal. That's only important because I'm effectively terrified of someone stressing out here. Alright, so let's level them up for their mission. Laws, you're fine as is. Ganon, you basically only really want an upgrade on those 3. I'm extraordinarily unlikely to transform you. Conta, it's almost like we'd set it up prior. And Paeus, same dealio. So that means the Genon, Conta, and Paris are all going to need level up, right? Not bad. Not bad at all. Stop putting me in the courtyard. I'm trying to go to the cove. Dang it. We're not really doing it for the trinket, nor are we doing it for any of the rewards. We're just doing it because this is to alleviate some of the gridlock. It'll also get payers up into the veteran, and I think Plague Doctors are ridiculously powerful in the Darkest Dungeon, precisely because they have the ability to remove what would otherwise be like a 21-point bleed with the Battlefield Medicine, as well as move someone off of Death's Door with Battlefield Medicine. They're really, really nice for that. They've also got an AoE stun that is just bonkers. And it targets the backline, which is the hardest place to hit. It's all good. And as a result, I'm definitely going to want probably both of my Plague Doctors eventually in veteran, so I can't really just leave them by. I'm also trying to level up Conta primarily just for the fact that they would be a nice stress healer to alleviate some of the problems that we have with no stress healing in our midline, but yeah, it's a secondary concern. All right, provisioning. This area, I only, like, the thing that I care about the most is taking a bunch of medicinal herbs. Oh, scouting, 25 base, 25 from trinket, nice. Actually gives me the information on that now. Cool. No one's like... We have a stress eater, but that's not that bad. I'll take 2 keys, no holy water, no bandages, no anti-venom, 2 shovels, stack and a half of torches. That might not be enough. I think I need another skeleton key and another shovel. I forgot that it was an apprentice mission, not just a short one. And I'll take another medicinal herbs for the same reason. And I'll finish out that stack of torches. I know. I know. But also... I'm trying to lower the amount I provision. I understand.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
I do understand that that's one of the biggest problems, or mistakes, rather, that I make. Could have been worse. Oh, so it was only a map that was... Oh, whoa, never mind. It started to do it again. Cool. Well, I definitely have to go up here and then backtrack, so... Ooh, don't have a holy water, but we might loot one. That would be really nice. Okay, probably gonna use Rain of Blight for the backline here. Good. Not Rain of Blight, sorry. The bleeding one. So their resist chance is, by default, 50. Laws is fully leveled and has the punishment hood for the plus 20% bleed skill chance. So ours is 140. So it's a 90% chance to bleed most targets. That's not that bad. The fact that this is guarded, though, that's a problem. I would have targeted the Drowned Thrall, but would have just given it to the Pelagic Guardian anyway. I really gotta hope that Ganon acts first. We could actually end up taking the full hit of this Drowned Thrall.
How quickly the tide turns.
Lame. Sparkling Grab, this is just a stress attack. Thank you for using your stress attack against my person who is the best equipped to deal with such a thing. I thought that the Pelagic Gruber was going to be dead, but no, I've got to remember that we actually have a low damage bleed in the party as well in Conta. Not bad. Yeah, I've probably got a couple turns here to do some stress healing. Alright. No stress healing for me, I guess. It's fine. They're both just going to die.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
No stress healing, nor any healing, in fact. I'm not actually going to pump the light right now. I'm going to keep us below 75 here. The only light-sensitive trinket that we have in this party at the moment, or light-sensitive anything that we have in this party at the moment, is the Ancestor's Candle, and I just have to be above 50 for that. So here I'm effectively just getting free... Oh man, I still have to hit you if I want to kill you. Alright, there we go. I'm effectively just picking up free loot.
Inches.
Wow, you have 0 speed and you acted faster than... no one. Okay, I severely misjudged something somewhere. No clue what.
Annihilated.
Crit. I do need to start getting on top of our stress, but... I also kind of need to get on top of our healing. That's why I'm running the actual reclaim skill here, where usually I would be rolling suffer. Oh, you crit healed off of that. Interesting. I didn't even know you could do that. Ah! I didn't want you to kill them. I wanted another round. Damn it.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
It's not actually gonna end up saving me any torchlight doing this, is it? Because I still have to pump it before I go into that room battle with Curio.
Another misfortune.
Yeah, if it ended up at 0-0 earlier, we would have actually saved some torches by doing that, but we were going to use 4 there anyway. That's a stress reduction artifact, if I recall correctly, so... Stop giving me the drowned thralls, by the way. They're really bad. Don't kill it. That's worse. Alright. I'm gonna take out this Pelagic Grouper really, really quickly here. Because we have a lot of fast people in our party, so... Ah! What is that? 90% chance to bleed. It's the best I could do. I don't have a bleed trinket. That's something that's really frustrating to me. That, like, I don't have a good stunning trinket. I don't have a good bleeding trinket. I just don't have good trinkets. I'm starting to think maybe I just don't have good trinkets. It's not like they've been offered and I've turned them down. Come on. Hit laws more, damn it. Yeah. Rather overkill than allow another stress attack against my party. Damn, we're already doing 6 on those? Whew. Sure, roll a stun anyway. It's still a decent chance. And now you're dead to that. Yeah! Finally managed to damage myself off of that. Laws is now closer to their exsanguinate. Aww. Fine, I'll heal it off. So I might not be in this fight long enough to exsanguinate. There we go. Whoop. Another stress heal as well. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Ugh. Damn it.
The slow death. Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
I'm coming back this way anyway, so. That is a small heal as well as a small stress reduction if you use the anti-venom to clear it. Oh, it's only a small heal. Oh, maybe I was wrong. Starting to feel like maybe I should have brought more food. It's fine. We can control the front targets more easily. Yeah. Backline's dead.
Destroyed.
That's a good shot at the fault line as well. At least we bled them. That's all I needed there. All right, so we're going to get one attack from a pelagic grouper. Yeah. Could be a lot worse. And now we can do basically whatever we want.
Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
And get him.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms.
Got a lot of curios on the way back that we get to just collect in low light. This one is a stress reduction. So I'll just do that on laws. Hey, you're inspired. Removes all your stress. Nice. Now I'll pop the light out before we start looting.
The darkness holds.
I've got this curio, this curio, this curio, this curio, all in low light. If I'm willing to fight 2 battles in low light, which I'm not, I would... Oh my gosh. Alright, guess we're not camping in the way that I thought. I was going to go for full ration camping because we don't have really reliable stress clear. Can we not do that though? Can we not have every curio just be empty? Still don't have holy water. This is perfect.
Finding the stuff is only the
Bad.
first test. Now it must be carried home.
Not going to be taking blood home. Not for a while yet. Now, you can open this with a shovel, but I can't guarantee that there's not 2 more obstructions down here. So, instead, you have your highest bleed resist target use it, because it'll bleed you.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Not bad. Damn. That could have been a lot better. I'm actually going to vomit there. It basically super helps me kill this deep stinger. Stun the backline with no damage. It's unfortunate, but kind of had to happen there. Whew. Bleed? Yeah, all right. So we only have 1 target left. They miss their action. They act later. I mean, this might not have been the most efficient stun because it only stunned 1 and it didn't deal damage while it was stunning. But it accomplished the most efficient thing that could be accomplished there. So, you know, what's the difference, really? Blood for the burden, bones for the light. I hear you, bud.
So clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We're going to be running a surprising amount of this dungeon in low light. At this rate. Do I have anything negative enough that I would return? Faithless, Stress, Fear of Mankind I'd probably want to remove. Okay. Stun the backline. If we get laws before either of the max, damn. If we did get laws before either of the max, I would have given the old what for.
Masterfully executed.
Which is to say I would have rained down bleed upon them. Excellent. And that should help me, yeah, be able to kill the pelagic grouper. Not bad. So 2 targets down on the first turn. A barnacle barrier against the target that is already dead. We only had 1 action committed, and it was a useless one as well. Not bad. This bleeds for 3. Sorry, blights for 3. Does 2 damage, probably. Right? So 5, 6. Yeah, I'm not killing with that. Alright, I've got a stun. And unfortunately, I still need to commit 1 more action into that Pelagic Shaman before it's not a problem anymore. That shouldn't have been a stun. That's just my bad.
A powerful blow.
That was just garbage on my part. Yeah, plus 20 skills bleed skill chance for the next round, which is nice. It basically just guarantees we get to bleed this target. Because you can self-heal, you really should.
A decisive
not a bad crit.
pummeling.
I have both of these dog treats. I almost never use them. Bye.
This expedition at least promises success.
What? Okay. Well, we can leave at any point now. Alright, I'm gonna pop the light off and loot
Terrors
this.
may indeed stalk these shadows, but yonder, a glint of gold.
Definitely make some space for that. I've already gotten 4 jade. Not bad. As well as 4 citrine. I'm stacking those high, despite the fact that I hate them. Get rid of the health stone. 750 gold maximum. Ooh, another hunger. None of us are negative enough to interact with that. I obviously want to continue because there could be really, really good loot. But there could also be a secret room, which I guess is just another way of rephrasing there could be really, really good loot. There could be... Actually just going to throw the dog treats. I just should have used them in earlier combats to make it a little easier on myself.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Scouting. Do I want to loot this in highlight? Alright, fine. It was a little better, I wouldn't.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I'm gonna throw the agility talon. It would sell for like 1,125, I think. I don't need it. It's super important. The reason I didn't dull my torch for looting that, by the way, is because it's super important that I try and get scouting right now. Because if I scout, that's my way of finding the secret room, if there is one. Okay, there isn't. But if I'm willing to do a single fight in low light, I can get 4 curios in low light.
Darkness
That's
closes
tempting.
in, haunting the hearts of men.
I now know I don't necessarily need shovels, but I still can use shovels to loot things. There's no hallway curio in the caves that uses a key as its looting form, so I can now get rid of those. I should also probably sort these now. Just so that I can kind of keep them a little more straight in my mind. Go for gold, and then highest to lowest value in terms of gems. And then I've just got my survivability stuff there. So these are survivability, these are loot. Okay, not bad. That's contents of mine. Not bad. That's actually a full stack of citrine. A full stack of citrine is worth less than a full stack of gold. That's why you oftentimes see me throwing away the citrine. Because it's not good. Yeah, not bad. Killed the pelagic shaman. Sure, it took 2 actions, but the stress dealer, before it ever gets an action off, that's pretty good. If I'm allowing this drown thrall to take a single action, it's going to do gargling grab, which is a stress-inducing attack, which would be more powerful because I'm in low light, so I'd really rather not let them do that. Yeah,
Injury.
it does obviously run the risk of the pelagic grouper instead deciding to crit me, but there's only so much that you can play around. In case you're wondering why I'm not healing Laws, it's because Laws is about to exsanguinate. They can take care of themselves.
Ghoulish horrors, brought low and driven into the mud.
I have 3 torches left, so I can also actually pump the torch before that final battle, go into the battle, fight it in highlight, then turn the torch out before the final turn and loot it in low light. There's literally one space in which I can get a hunger occurrence. I'm just betting it doesn't happen. Okay. Don't interact with that. We don't have anything to purify it with. Now I know that I can get rid of both medicinal herbs and shovel. So we'll pump the torch before the fight. We're above 50 so that we get the Ancestors' Candle to work. Nice. Unfortunately, we do have a fear of humanity on Pace here, which could have caused inaccuracy to the point of not, you know, hitting. Wow.
A dizzying blow to body and brain.
Wow, nice not crit. Where'd you get it? Alright, Cultist Brawler in the front is dead. Cultist Brawler in the back is extraordinarily close to dead. If I stun them without dealing 5 damage, it was 4 to 8 was the range, so it wasn't likely. But if I had stunned them without dealing 5 damage, I could have farmed out another turn of stress healing. That's okay. So we don't have any food to camp with right now, which is going to be a problem. We can choose to camp. Oh, I didn't turn the light out. Damn. I always forget to do that.
Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
I always have the best intentions, and then I just forget. Alright, so if I rest, I'm actually starving you. Do I have stress reduction enough after that to justify doing it? Maybe if I had Therapy Dog unlocked, but I don't. Yeah, it's not actually even worth resting here for me. Alright, let's get out.
At last, wholesome marine life can flourish.
If
indeed there is such a thing.
So that's basically like all of the loot that I could have taken from that dungeon. I think I dropped like, oh, maybe 400 gold maximum over the course of the dungeon. Not bad. Unholy Hater. Not great on laws who, you know, can't bleed bones. Wasting Sickness, Negative 50% disease resist isn't that bad on laws because they have or flagellants in general, because they have the ability to remove diseases from themselves at campfires. Necromania is annoying, and it probably means Pace is not being taken out until they remove it. Nymphomania doesn't really matter at all.
A fresh irritant to some. Okay. A sanguine memory to me.
Killed all 3 diseases. Pace did level up until 3, right? That's a good sign. Love it. Ooh. I love it. Love it. You've got the on guard. That's insane on a plague doctor, by the way. Light sensitive fragile runes. No. Let's explore runes. You're a perfectionist though. If I had space in my party, I would love to take Penel. Again, I really just don't at the moment. Like, I could get rid of Viviers and then take Penel, but I'm never going to have another low-level party that's, like, really equipped to go out. Because I don't have a frontliner. Which means that... Yeah. Yeah, it's my bad. I'm never going to have another party to do it because I don't have a frontliner, which means that I should toss someone and take Penel. Alright, I'm getting rid of Viviers. If you're wondering why I'm not getting rid of Breakville or Rord, I am going to get 4 Antiquarians at some point and live the dream. I've already locked Eldritch Slayer in on you. Now, that's really good. But you lock in Eldritch Slayer because you because of the Darkest Dungeon. And there's no way that Viviers is leveling up to 5 in time to go on a Darkest Dungeon mission. I'm sorry, Viviers.
Those without the stomach for this place must move on.
Definitely invested something in and then wasted it there. That's fine though. I could remove Wasting Sickness, but we should actually check what mission we're going to go on next episode. Luring Siren has a hero's ring. That's not that bad. The Brigand 12-pounder has a restraining padlock. Now, the problem with that is the Brigand 12-pounder is going to demand that I take, you know, direct damage, as well as piercing damage. Because I'm thinking that the thing from the stars roams there that week as well. So I have to take a party that could deal with both the Brigand Pounder and the thing from the stars. If I'm using DOTs, it doesn't deal with the Brigand Pounder. If I'm using, you know, like straight up, like a Mark synergy with piercing, that could totally work. This is actually kind of garbage, the Ancestor's Coat. I thought it was the portrait. That's what I was actually going to recommend there. No. Swine King from Mantra of Fasting? No. I could go for the critical die on the Jester. My Jesters, or at least there's one of my Jesters that is accurate enough. That's you. There's one of my Jesters that is accurate enough that they don't actually need an accuracy trinket, and instead they could be rolling critical die. Critting when you're doing a DOT is pretty damn big. Extends the duration of the DOT by 2 turns. I don't think we really have anything that we can decide to do that though. The guilds, I can obviously get the Instructor Mastery right now. The Blacksmith, we are like a lot of deeds away from what we really want. There used to be, like, the different dungeons used to have different spawn rates for different heirlooms, but then I think they were all just mixed into one, just so that you didn't end up completely screwed on an heirloom because you got no good missions in a certain type of dungeon. Are any of these rewarding? Yeah, this is rewarding 8 deeds. That's not bad. 3 holy relics. The problem with gathering 3 holy relics, it gives me All Saints Day, which means I have access to the Abbey for free, which isn't even that good. But gathering 3 holy relics means that 3 spaces in my inventory are dedicated to holy relics, which means far less loot. So that's not a priority. I think I might try and build a marking party for this. I don't think it's actually even that far-fetched. Considering I have Belair, who benefits from marking as well as Pierce's armor. Right, she's almost certainly going to go out on that kind of a mission. She benefits from marking on Captivate, and that's it. Yes. But then we've also got Bernard, and we've got Bishard. So throw in a healer, and you're not too far from like a ridiculous damage party that respects Mark. I could totally see that. The problematic element would be who does the mark, right? Oftentimes I would have a cultist as my main healer, and then they would also supply the marks, but occultists are, they're just not as viable as Vestals. The Vestal is uncontestedly the best healing class in the game. And I understand that's their point, but when you're playing in higher difficulties of the game, fewer things work. So while I've run some missions without Vestals, the fact that I've got 1, 2, 3... Is it 4? Yeah, 4 quite high-level Vestals should probably tell you something about the fact that they are extraordinarily powerful and demand to be used. So I'll have to figure out that party's composition, exactly how it'll work in between episodes. It's probably going to be like the most, I guess, like, different party that I've done in quite some time. Not bad at all. For the moment, though, my name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been The Darkest Dungeon, the Darkest Dungeon, rather. And this has been the Darkest Rhapsody, the state thereof. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.